Texas Music Interactive, TMI, Matt Kimbrow here in studio with us. And today's Tuesday. 2 days ago was Mother's Day. Did you have a nice Mother's Day?
I did.
You said your mom's real cool. She does a lot of cool things.
Yeah.
She's the one that calls in and say, "Will you play my son's song?"
That's
Is she one of those?
Yes. She say, "Play my baby song, please." And you say, "Who is this? Is this one of his family members?"
Yeah.
You say, "This is his mother that loves him dearly."
Yeah, and then we have to play the song because, well, let's face it, it's Mom, and
Yeah.
you don't want to piss off Mom. And you were saying a little while ago you wrote a song for your mom.
I did.
Would you tell us a little bit about it?
It's called Gospel Sound, and wrote this about me growing up and things that happened and what we did around the house. So.
All right, kick it off, man.
Just the other day I heard a boy say, "I wanna be a bigger rock star." It took me back when I was a kid and my old guitar. I broke every single string and I sing real loud. I gave it all I had to that imaginary crowd. It started with amazing grace, how sweet the sound, and I fly away. Yeah, I made Mom and Dad so proud. There's nothing like a lady in a church pew jumping up and down. And yeah, there's something about a good old gospel sound. My mom knew every single song in that old hymn book. I can hear her voice in the kitchen even when she cooks. We're singing old church song in the key of G. She's playing piano, singing sweet harmony, and it started with amazing grace, how sweet the sound, and I fly away. Yeah, I made Mom and Dad so proud. There's nothing like a lady in a church pew jumping up and down. And yeah, there's something about a good old gospel sound. And I hope someday when I knock at those gates, they let me in. And my Father, he'll look at me and say, "Well done, my friend." He'd say it started with amazing grace, how sweet the sound, and I fly away. Yeah, it made me so proud. And it started with amazing grace, how sweet the sound, and I fly away. Yeah, it made Mom and Dad so proud. There's nothing like a lady in a church pew jumping up and down. And yeah, there's something about a good old gospel. There's nothing like a good old gospel. There's something about that good old gospel and country sound. There you are.
Loved that, man.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely loved it. My mom was up here with us for Mother's Day. She lives down in Beaumont.
Oh, cool.
And it was real cool having her come up and do things and spend time. I'm not a songwriter. I never have been. Describe a little bit the look on your mom's face when you say, "Hey, I wrote the song, and it's for you."
Yeah.
I mean, I can only imagine what my mom would do for that. How'd your mom react when you first told her that?
I tell you what.
I bet she still cries when she hears it.
Well,
by
I
the
brought
way.
her. Okay, we played in Royce, and Royce City, and I took a chair. They took a chair and put her right there next to the stage, and everybody's just watching, and all she could do is sit there and cry, I mean, I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm telling you the God honest truth. We had some rough times, and music is the only thing that got us through. We opened up that hymn book, and I Fly Away, and all those old songs, man, that got people through the hard times. I mean, that's what we did, and she took us to church and did the best she could. I mean, it's just that story, that a country singer lived. It influences me to write. It influences me to sing. It influences me to go to the top, because I want to look back and say, man, this is where I used to be. And you can't forget where you were, because then you can go right back to it. Especially singers. I mean, heck, it's hard enough as it is. But I try to be true, and I try to be as good-hearted as I can be in those songs, and pour my heart and soul in some of the songs that I write. Just to tell people, what we did. Every one of my songs I wrote, they're exactly true, and what we experienced. And
it's always a good thing to know you made Mama proud.
I try, man.
That's always a cool thing.
I really do try. And, tonight she's working. She works second shift at Bell Helicopter.
Oh, really?
And, man, she'll get online and hang out with us. And I think she, between her and my wife, they're our biggest fans. So,
but isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That's how it is. I mean, you can have all these millions of fans in the world. Cross County Ragweed, Cody Canada could have all these fans in the world, but knowing he goes home to Shannon and knowing that he makes his parents proud is really that means more than everything else. I mean, no offense to all the fans out there, but it's great to know you make parents proud.
Well, these guys, I mean, seriously out there, they really don't know who the artist really is. They just know what they see.
Yeah.
And really and truly, these women out there couldn't put up with our crap. They really can't, you know. I mean, they really don't know how anal and how we really act, and we put everybody through pure hell because we've been to pure hell,
Yeah.
I mean, most of those guys been on the bottom and seen the darkness, And I mean, I know a lot of these guys' stories, that I've just sit there and just talk to, and it's so interesting if you just sit there and talk to these guys.
Yeah.
Man, they'll tell you the darkest of the darkest things that's happened in their lives, and you'll just be in the campfire, at Larry's or Taylor or wherever. And just be hanging out talking to these guys, and it's something crazy. And then you see where they are now, and you're just like, wow.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the guys crap, man. Like I said, we did what we had. We did what we had to do, and we did with what we had to give.
To do it with, yeah.
Yeah. So, that's what we had to do. My mom, she bought me my first guitar, and I remember just sitting in my bedroom just playing, and I'm not the best player in the world, I know, but I just sit there and just picked it. I've never had lessons, I just sit there and just start picking it up and just start playing.
After hearing that song, if you didn't want to get on the phone and call your mom and say, "Hey, I love you," I don't know what to do for you.
Meatloaf.
Mom, where's the meatloaf? Great way to bring it back to being a little funny. Hey, seriously, great song, man.
Hey,
really,
man, I
really
appreciate
good.
that.